All right, guys, we got another good one for you today. As you saw Trey's backpack review, tackle backpack review that he did yesterday, I'm going to do my own. So Trey went through how he likes his backpack, gave it a rating. I went through all the different components there. I'm going to do the same thing, but today I'm focusing on my Ozark Trail tackle backpack. Let's get into it. So let's get into this. I carry quite a bit of tackle for just pond hopping. I like to have everything I can with me. That way I got every opportunity to throw any different technique possible. And this backpack really gets it done for me. I will go ahead and just say this: if you guys want us to see further reviews on tackle backpacks in the future, let us know. We'll pick up some new ones, test them out for a few months, let you know how we feel about them. But I'm just going to start with the outside of this backpack, broad strokes. Then later on I'll go into finer details if you want to see that. But first, I'll start with this little pouch up here. It's a mesh pouch, rubberized mesh. This is for pliers and tools and whatnot, and that's exactly what I keep in there. I always keep my pliers right here. You think, well, it's kind of open, maybe they'll flop out. I've never had a problem with my pliers coming out of this backpack. I have had them flop out of my pocket, but never the backpack, so that's nice. We got this one front pouch here. It's a medium-sized pouch, good for tools, scales, stuff like that, with this plastic water-resistant pouch here that I just keep swim bait packages in that are too big to go in my plastic storage. And also has two mesh pockets in here, which probably not the best thing, but I used to keep spinner baits in there. With the front of that, it has this little pouch, again for different tools and accessories. I just keep line clippers in there. You could also keep a line in here if that's what you'd want to do. Kind of small, so it's kind of limited on what you can keep in there. But like I said, you know, line clippers, actual line, stuff like that, just small tools and accessories, maybe like a die pin, something of that sort. Then you go onto your big pouch here in the back, which has a case for, well, leaves, I guess, but also 4 3600 tackle trays, which really comes in handy. I like that smaller organization technique where I can get 4 boxes of 3600s. Limits me on to how much I can carry in a tackle tray. If I could carry 3700s, I would, but 3600s do just fine, and they're all technique specific, but I'll get more into that later. Then you move up here to the smaller pouch that has the mesh pouch on front, and this is perfect for a 3500 size tackle tray. It's where I keep my terminal tackle at. There's also a loose wacky hook in here, so if you like to keep loose hooks around, I know for some reason I like to keep loose stuff, you can put that in there too. Also on the outside you have a pliers holder, or whatever you like to cook. I used to have a fillet knife clipped on here, but you know, I don't use a fillet knife a lot for bass fishing, so kind of took that off. Plus I don't eat fish. I'm an angler that does not like the taste of fish, so not really a reason to have a fillet knife. Then you also have this mesh side pouch. It's rubberized mesh. Moving on to the other side, we have a rod holder system, like you saw on Trey's H2O Express backpack. You pull this out, there's a little cup butt type deal here. You put the butt of your rod in there, and you run it up through this little Velcro, that's what I was looking for, Velcro strap here. And if you have a 2-piece rod, it's not going to stick very far over your backpack, but if you have a single piece, like 7-foot rod, you know, it's going to stick 4 or 5 foot above your backpack. And like Trey said, I think in his video, if you're walking under trees and cover, stuff like that, that can get a little annoying. I never use it. Rod holders just aren't my thing. I always carry my rods. As you can see, I got another knife strapped right here. It's a little pocket knife. And I think, oh, there's also this small pouch on top. and I'll talk about this pouch in a second. There's a small pouch on top. You unzip that. I use it for line storage. I got 2 spools of line in here currently. I could probably get an additional 1 or 2 in here. So you potentially hold 4 spools of line, filler spools, in this pouch on top. I always carry extra line with me in case I need to re-spool. And then we'll talk about this pouch. This pouch is probably, I feel, one of the most important ones. So we might actually have to show you this. So this is a thermal pouch. It's meant to be a live bait cooler, but I use it for soft plastic storage. Now, as you can see, you can absolutely fit a ton of soft plastics in here. And actually, I will count these out for you and tell you exactly how many plastics I have in here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 30. Some of these are in clamshells and boxes. And I will point out that I could indeed fit more in here if I wanted to. That wasn't packed jam full. It was getting close. I could probably get 4 or 5 more plastics in here. So now I have a pouch that, while I also have all my organized tackle down here, my hard baits and jigs and top waters, so all that stuff down here, my 3600s, I have a pouch on top that will hold at least 35 packs of plastics. So I will always have what I need. Now, I'm an extreme. I carry just about everything I can whenever I go fishing because, you know, I just like throwing stuff. So, get back into it. As I said earlier, you got the room for the 4 3600s. But as you'll notice in here, there's Velcro on either side. That's because this comes with an extra soft divider that comes in the box. There's actually 4 of them, or 3 of them for separate 4 boxes. I took those out. I don't necessarily like them. I think it hinders kind of the amount of storage you have in there. It also hinders the ease of sliding the boxes out. It just adds extra friction. So I took those out. I don't like them this particularly, but I mean, if you like extra dividers in there, I guess that's a bonus. And boy, I got these 4 boxes packed full of stuff because I'm a true junk fisher. But I'll start getting into the finer details now. So, as I said earlier, this pouch here is a rubberized mesh. Pretty durable. It's not going anywhere. I put this bag through the ringer for a little over a year, about close to a year and a half. Like I said, you got rubberized pouch on the side, rubberized pouch here. This is a small pouch. You can stick pliers or a knife or whatever you want on either side of this. Boy, I'm broke. You got a nice D-ring here if you want to clip something on there, whatever that will be. The zippers, these are like a almost a paracord type thin rope deal. We just heard a gunshot. With a metal zipper on a actual plastic zipper mechanism. They feel tough. They can catch on the corners if you have it like super filled up. That's another reason I took out the dividers. But they're good overall. They haven't busted or anything. I felt like these plastic pieces, because usually when you have these plastic pieces on your zipper like that, usually that string or rope does not go all the way through that plastic piece. And I'm fairly confident it doesn't here. But a lot of times, if you get it stuck or something, you keep pulling on it, those will pop off. I haven't had that happen yet. So durability, I mean, they've held up for close to a year and a half now. They haven't busted yet. So I pulled on that pretty hard. I think the durability is excellent. Like I said, I put this box through, or bag through the ringer. No scuffs or anything yet. It's pretty dirty though. Talk about the straps. The straps are, I'd say, about average backpack strap width. They do got some nice padding on there. They got this breathable mesh on the back and on the straps. I don't think it's always so breathable. My back consistently gets pretty sweaty whenever I wear it. So I would say the breathability is probably not all there myself, but it is comfortable to wear. You know, if I'm wearing it, because this backpack, I tell you guys what, I mean, since I filled this thing up, it is a pretty hefty backpack. I mean, this thing's pretty heavy, and it's put up with it. The straps aren't going anywhere. You can adjust it how you want. The components, I mean, it's $35, so I would expect these types of components on a $35 bag, but honestly, it's held up really nice. I carry a ton of tackle, as you have seen in here. I got my terminal pouch, I got my 3600s, I got my plastics, I got this extra pouch where I have a couple packs of smaller swim baits, a scale, a pair of wire cutters for hooks. Like I said, I got a couple spinner baits. Only thing else is, if you're carrying a bunch of other stuff, I mean, you can get some extra stuff in this front pouch here, but I mean, you're limited on how much storage you had. As you saw in Trey's backpack, he has that whole extra big pouch that he could just load up with stuff. I mean, my backpack is full of plastics, line, tools, everything. Really, there's nothing else I need, and I'm not carrying a bunch of other stuff. So really, this has all the room I need and more. I'm sure it will for you too, but if you're somebody who just carries a butt ton of nonsense, then it's probably not the backpack for you. If you're a big swim bait guy, probably not the backpack for you, because there's nowhere to put the tubes. But keep that in mind. I think it's a good backpack. It's $35. It's one of the cheapest tackle backpacks you'll find, and I really think it stands up to what it's meant to do. So I'd check it out. $35 to Walmart. Your Walmart probably has it. Mine did. If not, you can go get it online, check it out. And with that, I'll probably just conclude this video. If you would, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Comment down below if you like this video or any of our videos. Even if you don't like our videos, just tell us. And if you want to see more backpack reviews in the future, let us know. We'll be sure to do that. Check out our buyer's guides from this week and Trey's review of the H2O Express backpack. Those will be linked in the end screen and maybe down below. We'll see y'all later.